Welcome back to the One More podcast. In the ring with me today is my main man Tommy. Yeah, I said in the ring because we're finally switching from a drinking podcast to a combat sports podcast.
Because you can't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, but also we only ever talk about combat sports. So if we
It's only
talked
about
about
Pokemon sometimes.
yeah we do, but we don't talk about
Hmm.
drinking like ever.
No,
Even when
no,
we
we just
drink, we didn't talk about
got,
drinking.
yeah, no, we just got drunk and talked about
Combat
other
sports.
things. Mhm.
Do you have any news for me?
No,
No, you don't have any news. If you're gonna
you
be,
prepared the topic. You prepared the topics, my guy.
I have all of the topics, but if you're gonna be my co-host, I'm gonna start expecting topics from you.
I come up with topics on Twitter while I'm recording. Okay,
Okay.
why do you think I have you start with news?
You know what? Fair. Well, you want to hear the news?
Yes.
All right. Let's start with the news. Okay. Let me just put this at the end of the row because that is the least of our worries. Sean Strickland started crying a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
He got emotional publicly on the
Go
uh,
on.
on this past weekend with Theo Vaughn. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's talking
Yep.
about his childhood trauma and stuff, and what led to his uh, attack at UFC 296, and he admitted that he bit Driscus Duplessis. So, yeah, he's under a lot of heat for boasting out like that. But at the same time, it came from trauma, so people are forgiving him. And I don't know if that's the mentality we should have. Personally,
No,
I feel like if it's coming from trauma, don't forgive him for it so quickly, but instead teach him
still a
to handle that.
fighter professional.
Do what?
He's still a fighter and should be professional in the ring.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that this was this in the ring that he bit him. I thought it was outside of the ring.
Altercation. Yeah, yeah. No. Oh, fair game then. Fuck.
Yeah, but he should still act professionally, and biting people is wrong. I was taught that as a kid. I was a biter myself. Uh, so I hope to see a speedy therapeutic recovery for him. Uh, I myself was a anti Strickland when he beat my main man Adesanya, but Adesanya's kind of felled off, so I'm leaning to Strickland. I'm still a Volkanovski fan, tried and true though. There's no changing that. But honestly, everyone should bite Duplessis. I don't care for him, so that's on him. But yeah, he was domestically abused as a kid, and his dad attempted to kill his mom, so he would sleep by the door, sleep under the bed, because he thought he was gonna kill his mom. Um, hopefully that doesn't get us demonetized, but it's not like we're monetized anyway, so I mean, who cares?
We're not
Uh,
on that time.
yeah, he cracked him in the head and called the cops. Ran down the street. Uh, he did all sorts of stuff, but that happened. You know. Also in the news, do you know who Bradley Martin is? Are you aware of him?
Big bodybuilder guy.
Yeah, the guy that lifts women on barbells, dumbbells.
Yeah, and he's got that co-host everyone's fucking in love with, Sarah Safari.
Yeah, and he's also on the Full Send podcast with the those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he issued a challenge to Logan Paul to fight him MMA.
Logan's not gonna do that.
No, and everyone was going off on him, and it's like, why does Bradley Martin think that he could ever beat Logan Paul? Logan Paul, and this I didn't find out until I read this. Logan was a D1 wrestler when he was in college.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Logan can wrestle pretty well.
Yeah.
But
So
Bradley Martin, what, 60 pounds? And they're
uh,
both on.
why do you know? There's not evidence that Logan's on roids.
Okay, he's probably not on roids. He's definitely on peptides, though. He's admitted to that, which is a performance-enhancing drug.
I think he's on rabies. You know?
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's on rabies.
Yeah. We'll start that internet.
Yeah. Hashtag Prabies.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Paul Rabies, Prabies.
That's. I don't think that'll get our message crushed.
How about hashtag Raw? No, you don't think so? You don't think that'll work either?
No.
No.
That would get more views. That would get us more viewership on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Because our news is damn good.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put that on the Twitter just in case we get like sued for libel or something. You know, he's already, facing backlash for finally paying people for CryptoZoo, and people are like, I don't know about that. He just can't win.
He's paying some people for CryptoZoo, but they're waiving their legal right to sue, which everyone's mad about. But at the same time, it's like...
He's paying you.
He's paying, and that's a common business practice.
Yeah, like, we pay you, you shut the hell up.
Yeah. That's called hush money.
Yeah. Disney does it. Why don't we get onto Disney?
Facebook's done it. Fucking
YouTube's done it.
Every business does that.
Yeah. The UFC definitely does it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he challenged Logan on Raw Talk with Bryce Hall. And I mean, it's a Bradley's always calling people out for fights. He calls himself a real fighter, and despite having no history, he said, or not him, but let's see, here we are. People are forgetting that Logan, aka Maverick, was a skilled wrestler who qualified for the OHSAA Division 1 Wrestling Championship during Ohio U. How Logan Paul wins, some speculate. College wrestling background, 1 takedown, Leon Bradley for the first 5. He gasses because he's a steroid junkie. Early round 2 TKO if he even gets up off the stool. Another fan took issue with how Martin carried himself like a real fighter, claiming that he would beat professional fighters. He said, "I love how Bradley acts like he's a real fighter when he's not. Calls out Logan when Logan 1 has fighting experience," which, let me break away from that and say, I don't know about that. He gasses himself in the ring.
Yeah.
And then 2, he was a D1 wrestler while he was in college, which we've already agreed is true. And then 1 comment expressed amusement over Bryce Hall claiming that someone else lacked a killer instinct, saying Bryce talking about killer mentality. Not everyone, however, predicted a Paul win should the fight ever happen. Some saying, "I got Brad." And then it goes on. A lot of people talking about how, he's also in the WWE, so he's got that energy going for him. He could potentially have a pretty clean win if it ever actually happened. But again, Bradley Martin is frequently saying stuff like that. What do you think? Do you think that it'd be a clean streak, or would that be Logan's first win as a boxing bout, or MMA bout in this case?
I think Logan could definitely out wrestle Bradley, but the size difference between the two is crazy.
It is. Bradley's got guns like the U.S. military. They're pretty big and mainly for show.
Yeah, mostly.
But
I win probably on points.
You think it'd be on points?
Yeah.
It'd be.
I think Logan would hold the whole match and win by unanimous decision. Logan just knockout power, so saying he's going to TKO or fucking KO someone, no. Not. He couldn't knock out Dylan Dennis, and Dylan Dennis was a walking punching bag.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of Logan Paul, his I was gonna say butt buddy, but I feel like that's not called for. His best friend, KSI, responded to Vidal. I don't know if you remember last time we talked about Vidal calling KSI a lesser boxer than Jake. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. He responded to Vidal finally in one of his Reddit videos, which I still watch because I like how his fans are constantly saying that he's dog shit and he needs to clean up, and then he just ignores them. Yeah, it gets my blood pumping because I'm like really pissed at him for just ignoring all that. But yeah, so Vidal made scorecards for Jake and KSI. And for those who don't know, the scorecards are as follows. KSI with a total of 65. Vidal rated him a attack power of 6, a speed of 8, a durability of 10, a power of 10, a defense of 2, and an IQ of 3, which had me fucking pissing myself. And then he followed it up with Jake being a 73 overall, with an attack of 8, a speed of 7, a durability of 9, a power of 7, a defense of 6, and an IQ of 7.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think of those scores?
I think.
Do you think it's accurate? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's pretty accurate.
KSI rebutted with he would put Jake's speed lower, his defense lower, and his IQ he laughed at. And then he said Vidal is entitled to his own opinion, which true. But I think he's completely wrong. He's way off the mark. This is abysmal. This is an abysmal call, and I'm going to reject it. And then he started saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So he turned it into a joke, as per usual.
I think KSI is wrong about Jake Paul's speed and defense and ring IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul's never been knocked out.
True. And except for his first match, I don't think he's ever been gassed either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So, and he is fucking fast. Have you seen Jake Paul spar lately?
I've seen his bag play. I haven't seen his spar.
Well, there's a video of him sparring Sneeko, and he really shows his speed.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, fast. So, I would say ridiculous.
I mean, KSI's got an ego on him that's as big as his forehead. Yeah, he just doesn't know when to shut the hell up and like take the criticism. Like unless it is his own camp that's telling him like, hey, work on this. He doesn't listen. And then as always shown, not even previously, just always shown, everything he learns in camp just goes out one ear when he gets in the ring. He just loses all of that memory. That's why Vidal doesn't train him anymore.
Yeah, when he sparred Speed, right, it was like, okay, he's got technique. But then he gets in a ring and it's just gone.
Yeah. It's just all gone. He just, as soon as he gets in the ring, I don't know if it's like, just he's afraid of something or what. He just loses all of it.
Yeah, he just goes blank.
Yeah. It's like it's not a good comparison, but it's like when you're playing a match by yourself. You're like, okay, I'm really into it. Like you're on Fortnite or Warzone or whatever the hell you play, and you're like, all right, I'm getting into it. I'm doing really good, and you start getting those streaks of doing so fucking well, and then the boys hit you up for like a group game, and then all of it goes down the shitter, and you're just like trash, and they're roasting the shit out of you. This might just be a thing only I've experienced.
No. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. But it's yeah. You lose it the minute that there's a crowd, and I think that's what's going on. Is he's showing for the crowd. He should get in the WWE. He does great crowd work.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Imagine he gets in WWE and turns heel on Logan. Just saying.
That'd be beautiful. I'm just waiting for Dominic Mysterio to tag team.
You want a Logan and Dominic tag?
Yes, absolutely.
I was telling you about him and Miz, and I think that'd work. But Dominic would be cool too. I mean, they're both hated.
Him and already been a tag team.
Yeah, well, you should do it again.
Yeah. Well, Miz is pairing with R-Truth, and Awesome Truth is coming back.
Yeah. R-Truth is just... he's so cool.
He's beautiful.
Yeah. But, what?
Something Twitter, or WWE posted something on Twitter, and it was R-Truth making a, Judgment Day promo, and he just photoshops them into a bunch of Judgment Day, events. So Rhea Ripley winning at WrestleMania. R-Truth photoshopped like at the bottom, like celebrating.
Bro, he did that. I was telling you in a different pod. He was doing that with Christmas stuff too, and like TikToks and shit. Like he's just he cuts promo like nobody's business.
He gets paid a lot.
Yeah. But getting into other news. There's been a lot of action in boxing and MMA, and I thought I'd clue you in.
Okay.
So,
let's hear it.
For one, everybody's favorite boxer, Golden Boy. I don't know if you knew this, but he has his own promotion, Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, he has his own promotion, and he had a fight that I was wanting to tell you about yesterday. The results that came in, but I'll tell you about it today. It was a pretty big fight. Ortiz v. Lawson was the header, and I thought it was pretty great. Ortiz won, Lawson lost, and I'll get back to that. And then it went Davies versus Barroso. Barroso won. Barboza Jr. versus Indonjeni. Barboza Jr. won. Curiel versus Diaz. Curiel won. And Gandara versus Matamoros. And Gandara won. Nobody wanted to talk about that one because it was the intro fight, and it was between two people that had just started in the ring, so it was like a nothing fight, I guess. But
yeah,
I was pretty excited for that one. But going back, Barroso versus Davies, that one was a well talked about bout. It was Ismael Barroso versus O'Hara Davies. It was a 1-round win. The thing that made it so interesting is not only is Ismael Barroso a southpaw, much like myself. He's also from Venezuela. And can you guess the fun fact about him?
No.
He's 40 years old.
Okay.
Which...
Too old to be...
it was it was very talked about that he just shouldn't be in the ring. To compare, O'Hara Davies is 31, so it's a 9-year gap. But he knocked him out. What?
Old man.
Yeah, yeah, he's an old man. He's not young. He's not young at all. But he knocked him out in the first round. Secured a well-deserved rematch with everybody's favorite Rolly Romero. And it was so. Do you know about Rolly Romero?
No.
Well, he is one of Mayweather's babies. He's in Mayweather's pocket. But he is he's American boxer. He has held the World Boxing Association, the WBA, super lightweight title for almost a year now. He debuted in 2016, and on his debut, he scored a first-round TKO against David Courtney. He has a 15-win, 1-loss record. 13 are knockouts of that. Pretty cool guy. He's not undefeated, unfortunately. He doesn't have that going against him. But he's doing what he can. But anyway, so he fought Barroso already. And it was I don't know, it wasn't a good fight. People have been calling for that rematch for a while now. Because, and I'll get to that later as well. The ref called it early. And it was a bad call. Which unfortunately in boxing and UFC, MMA, what have you, the refs make horrible calls often. But this fight, this card, has that same ref, and he makes another bad call, or so people thought. So anyway, Barroso had, okay. So like I said, Davies, or Rolly, sorry, Rolly is getting up there, and he only has the 1 loss so far, 15 wins. So Barroso goes on to fight Davies, who is 25 wins, 18 of them knockouts, 2 losses. Barroso, at 40, is standing at what is, I think, so fucking badass, by the way. 24 wins, 22 of them are knockouts, 4 losses. That's pretty good. It's not undefeated, but it's really fucking good, especially for being 40 years old. Like, he should have retired already. And yeah, he he secured his rematch with Rolly Romero. Yeah, he goes on to say, after that first punch, I knew that I had him. I knew it was a good punch. He lost by knockout for the second. Davies lost by knockout, second time in his career. Sorry. His only other knockout loss was against Josh Taylor, former undisputed champion, who's 19-1, 13 knockouts. It's pretty intense, But anyway, the other fight on that card worth talking about was Ortiz v. Lawson. And it's because of that ref. So Tony Weeks was the ref for both of those fights. He's the one that called the Romero versus Barroso fight early. They wanted a rematch. They wanted to see who can go the distance. Who's the real best fighter of the two of them. And tonight, or not tonight, but at that fight, at that card, Weeks blundered the Ortiz Jr. versus Lawson. He called it first round. He called it the first round, and he gave it to Ortiz Jr. Ortiz right now is sitting at 20-0 with 20 KOs. Really fucking awesome, wouldn't you say?
That's pretty damn good.
And what?
I said
and Lawson is at 30-4 with 22 KOs. So he's not doing too bad himself. And they go on. They have their fight. The fight was getting underway. Ortiz caught Lawson with a stiff jab that appeared to have hurt him. And Ortiz began his semblance of punches. And Weeks, Tony Weeks, the ref in question, halted the bout, believing Lawson had failed to defend himself from further damage intelligently. Weeks was quick on the trigger, and the commentary booth agreed. Everybody thought that he had done a bad thing. And like I said, it wasn't the first bad call. May of 2023 is when the Barroso fight happened. Barroso was stopped against the ropes in round 9, at the disgust of the commentary team again. But regardless, Ortiz has already set his sights on bigger names, and he's going to be a dominant force at 154 pound fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that
what?
Earl's Jr. fight said?
To what?
Doesn't Earl Spence Jr. fight at 154?
Let's see. You said Earl Spence Jr.?
Yeah.
146. Close.
Damn. I knew he was around there.
Yeah.
He was a smaller guy. That would have been an interesting fight. I would have loved
it. Yeah. He's not doing too shabby himself. But where was I? He goes on to say, "I'm ready for anyone. I feel like I'm back doing what I usually do. This is my calling. This is what I was made to do, and what I want to continue doing. There's a lot of fighters that I want to fight, but Tim Tszyu, with all due respect, I want him next. He's a hell of a fighter, and be an honor to take him. Tszyu is 24-0 with 17 knockouts, and he won against Brian Mendoza October 2023, where he secured a unanimous decision. But there's more to this story, because you see, Tony Weeks posted on Facebook, and he said what the public didn't know, and he has since deleted this message, on Facebook. So we don't know if it was true or hushed or what have you. So it's up to the world to decide on this one. But he goes on to say, what the public didn't know, prior to the fight, they did a brain scan on Lawson. And it came up that he had an aneurysm. And they did a test again, and the same aneurysm came up. Another doctor was brought in, gave him the same examination, and all of a sudden he tested negative, so they cleared him. So, Tony Weeks, according to his claim, said, that it was a needed call. That's what he's saying. But again, it got deleted. So either he was hushed and it was deleted for that reason, or it was wrong and they forced him to take it down. Now, I don't know who would go around lying about aneurysms myself. I don't think that's something anyone would do, but I could be wrong. What do you think?
People who stand to make millions of dollars off of this fight will probably go around saying, "Hey, shush, we didn't hear anything."
You think
there's
so?
There's a lot of shady shit that goes on in boxing world.
Oh yeah.
So there's probably some behind the scenes stuff that we don't know about and we'll never know about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see.
Yeah.
We will see what more comes of that one. I'm excited to see where things go with that myself. I think that I think that fight was called early as well. I want to see what the boxing world says. Maybe I don't think that Lawson would come out and say, "Yeah, sorry guys, I had an aneurysm." Womp womp. So I don't think that'll happen. But I think something will come out. Maybe if Weeks gets fired, he got hushed. That's what I'm gonna say. If Weeks,
I think he's probably licensed because of the two bad calls he's made and admitting to hey, we heard about this aneurysm, and they still can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
That'll
see.
probably all.
Do what now?
It'll probably all fall back on him.
Yeah. He'll take the dive. Refs always do. But going on ahead with the news, Liana Cruz won the NABF, the for those who don't know, the National Amateur. Nope, that's baseball. I was about to read off baseball. North American Boxing Federation super flyweight title.
Oh man.
Yeah. She's 7-0 so far. I'm excited to see where that goes. I want to see if Jake's going to sign her, because I think that would be something on his radar. And I don't think that she's signed with anyone yet. Let me check that. Let's see. Who is she signed with, if at all? Boxing Rec. She has an agent, but she is not signed as a She's not signed with a promoter, so she's open for grabs. 7-0. I'm telling you.
Hey.
Yeah. She's an orthodox stance. Her alias is Bumblebee. That's kind of weird. She's 26, so she's got a long career ahead of her. And
Jake Paul.
Do what?
I said Jake Paul might sign her.
Mm-hmm. She's from Pennsylvania. She debuted in 2021, and she's already got a title in 2023. That's pretty big.
That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I think he'll sign her just to have that title under his name.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He would love that.
If he doesn't, someone else should.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you think that's all the news I have, you're wrong.
I had 12 topics.
Oh, Yeah, I have everything that I was wanting to record yesterday, and then everything I'm wanting to record today. So, have you ever heard of Edgar Berlanga?
No.
Well, he since 2020 is 16-0, and he has a knockout ratio of 76. Mm-hmm. He started boxing at 7, and he has an amateur record of 162-17.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And recently, he has a new fight coming up February 24th, and he goes under the name The Chosen One. He's going to Puerto Rico. His fight will be recorded via DAZN.
Nice.
As per usual. I'm pretty excited to see his fight. I really am. I think that he is really catching the attention of media right now.
Generally, once you get fights, media starts paying attention to you. Yeah. So yeah.
And guess what?
Especially, he's going places if he keeps it up.
And guess what?
What?
He was. I don't know if he still is, but no, I think he is. I think. Let's see. Who's? I think he has the record for most consecutive first round KOs. I don't know if maybe he's still closing in on it, but Ali Raimi had the record. I don't know if does he still?
I don't know.
Let's see. He's best known for fight record of 25 wins, no losses.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, he still has the record. All 25 wins are knockouts, and 22 of them in the first round. So I think Edgar's on his way. I don't think he's there yet because he's at 21 wins with a 76% ratio for knockouts. So I don't think he's there.
No.
But I think he's getting there, though. I'm excited to see if he takes over. But yeah.
I'm surprised. What's his name? I always forget his name. The bronze bomber.
Deontay Wilder? Is that his name?
Deontay Wilder. Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
Have it.
What about him?
Because he has of like 40 knockouts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see. I believe, he's 43 3-1. 43 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. 42 knockouts.
Yeah.
But he doesn't I guess he doesn't have the record yet for first round. So he's got to get there.
But the first round's what counts. I'm just surprised with how many knockouts he has.
Yeah, we'll see who gets there. I think this Edgar guy might get it first. To be honest with you,
almost like
I'm a huge fan of Puerto Rican fighters to begin with, and he is. So,
hell yeah.
Residence is New York though. What?
That Jake Paul might sign him.
Maybe.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, bro. He loves Puerto Rico. He lives there.
Yeah.
I don't see why. I guess it's a tax thing. Him and Logan both live there.
Yeah. Wouldn't you move out there for economy that uses the same dollar but lower tax?
Yes. Except I don't like water weather, like hurricanes and shit. Those scare me, so I'm not gonna live there.
You have tornadoes, but a tornado tends to avoid humans.
Yeah.
They're scared of it.
Texas is currently under a tornado watch.
All of Texas?
No, just alongside like Katy, Texas.
I have no idea where Katy, Texas is.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't need to. Fuck 'em.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
Walter Walker is set to debut in the UFC finally.
About time.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Well, do you know who Johnny Walker is?
Yeah.
Not the drink.
No.
Johnny Walker is a Brazilian MMA dude who's in the UFC.
Yeah.
And he has a record of 21-7, 16 KOs, 3 submissions, rest via decision. He has only lost 4 times. No. Wait. I don't know why I said 4 times, because it was 7. 4 times via KO, once via submission, rest decision. He's a pretty big dude in the UFC, I would say. He's got 9 years in MMA.
Damn.
Yeah. He's been around the block a bit. 28 fights, 21 wins.
Dude was around more than fucking my ex.
His full name is Walker Johnny da Silva Barra de Souza. So
no wonder
Johnny Walker. He's a light heavyweight. He been a professional since 2013. He was on Dana White's Contender Series.
And how?
And he competed in Jungle Fight, as he's a Brazilian native. And what?
How old is he?
Let's see. Johnny Walker, age. Nope, not the drink. That's 204 years old.
It's like wrong one.
Let's see. He was born 1992. So, 31.
31. Dang.
31. Yep. But yeah, his brother's coming into the UFC now, Walter Walker. He's he had a promotional debut 7 months ago, but some shit happened and he didn't get put in yet. But he's finally going to make his debut April 6th versus Lukas Brzeski, who's 8-4-1, 0-3 in the UFC though. He's 8-4-1 MMA. Walter Walker, however, is 11-0 MMA. He hasn't lost yet, so I'm pretty excited to see how he gets in there. Obviously the UFC gave him a pretty hand over fist fight with Lukas Brzeski. Again, he's 0-3, so we'll see.
Yeah.
It's unclear why he was canceled already. People are saying it was initially canceled. It was initially scheduled, not canceled. That he was going to fight in September versus Jake Collier or Collier. I don't know how. No. But Walker pulled out in the weeks leading up to the event, mysteriously. But he's 26. He's a former Titan FC heavyweight champion. He's the brother of Johnny Walker and a former Titan FC heavyweight champion. He has 7 finishes, including 6 TKOs and 1 submission. 7 professional wins. Brzeski is 31. 4th time's the charm. Trying to get a win. I don't think he will.
Probably not.
He had a win in the UFC, contract earning win. That won him the Contender Series, but it was overturned because he failed a drug test. So I think he's one of the hand to win fighters at this point.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So who knows? But the other fight scheduled for April 6th is Martin Vettori versus Brendan Allen. So there's something to watch there if it doesn't turn out that Walker and Bresky is any worth it. So who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. More in the news. Ryan Garcia. He had his thing happen.
Yep. About this, yeah, he pulled out of his fight to fight someone else.
Yeah. He decided that he wasn't gonna fight Devin Haney. He's like, I don't wanna.
His chance.
Yeah.
Is what.
Come again? You cut out a bit.
Oh, Ryan Garcia was being interviewed by a reporter, and he said Devin Haney blew his chance.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia is something else. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. It's not even a limb. It's everyone pretty much agrees.
I'm slowly becoming less of a fan of Ryan Garcia.
Oh, how come? Why?
He used to be, like, good and, like, humble and respectful. Now he's just, like, he thinks he's this hot shit, even though he's got his ass rocked against fucking Gervonta Davis. And now he's trying to say, oh, yeah, I'm A-side to fucking Devin Haney. It's like, no. Last year he came out of Mayweather's camp and kicked your ass completely. You are not A-side in this fight.
Bro. I don't mean to cut you off. Yes. I looked up Ryan Garcia to look up his stats. Yeah. And, okay, the first picture that it gives me is, it's a little picture, like a teeny tiny, like, profile pic picture. It's him with his crown, pretty common picture used for him. But his box.live record stats and everything, his picture in that is Alex Wasabi. It's not even him. It's Alex Wasabi. Like, I gotta send a picture of this. Like, it's...
Oh, God.
So... Oh my goodness. The internet never fails to entertain. Truly.
That's not Ryan Garcia.
No. That's Alex Wasabi.
Alex Wasabi's like over 30 years old.
I think he's at least over 30.
I think 33, something like that.
He's 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing to think about.
Yeah. I find it fucking hilarious that they got the wrong man.
Wrong ethnicity, everything. Just the wrong dude.
Just everything's wrong.
Everything.
Oh my god. Does BoxRec... Okay, at least BoxRec has him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Box Live does not. That is Alex Wasabi. Oh my.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's... I'm so beyond happy about that.
That is amazing. I love that.
But I'm excited to see I'm excited to see the what comes of that. I think that's fucking amazing. Yeah, for those who don't know, he walked away from Devin Haney, and he said, I don't want it. Now he has his eyes set on Rolly Romero, which that's the guy I was talking about earlier. He's one of Mayweather's little pocket pals, much like Ryan Garcia. And I think that it's pretty interesting that they both want to be in that. Rolly Romero, he's not bad. He's just, why would he want him over Devin Haney? I don't understand that. That's my question.
Yeah.
What?
Ryan Garcia only pulled like 35 pay-per-view fights in his last fight.
Yeah.
35K fights, which is still pretty good, but like not for his level of fame, you know.
Like,
everyone knows, but no one wants to watch him fight anymore.
well, it's because he's a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just it. I just don't. He had. Rolly is 15-1. Devin Haney is 31-0. Of the two of them, one's gonna gather more respect. The other one is you're gonna.
Haney, Ryan Garcia, way more entertaining fight, because isn't Ryan Garcia like 24, 25-1?
Yeah, 24-1, and then a picture of Alex Wasabi.
Yeah. And Alex Wasabi's killing.
Oh yeah, he's doing great. Clearly, 24-1. He's a professional boxer now.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him go against Deji again.
At least fucking they didn't put a picture of Pendeo.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
At least they didn't put a picture of just some random guy. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing they used another professional boxer.
Yeah. Fucking lobster up there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I want to see what comes of that. I'm pretty interested. Some other stuff that I thought was worth mentioning. This stuff I learned about today. Let me go over to my extra tabs here. We got a champion, or not a champion, a catchweight bout coming up January 19th. It's going to be Ado versus Chapman. I think that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. Do you know either of those people, though? No. Okay. Well, on Tapology, because that was the first thing that came up, Muhammad Ado, his picture is of Chuck Norris. So, that's, yep. It got canceled. Okay. Bout canceled prior to event. Okay. Well. Okay.
Next topic.
Next topic. Yeah. Next topic. That blows. John Jones is under the knife again.
What's new?
Not a whole lot. Next topic.
He what?
I said not much. Next topic. Yeah, he's getting old. It happens.
Happens.
Oliveira is gonna be in UFC 300. I'm pretty excited for this.
What?
Oliveira.
Oliveira.
Okay.
Oliveira. Charles Oliveira.
Yeah. He's gonna be in UFC 300 versus Sarukian.
Yeah. Isn't Dustin Poirier going to be there too?
I am trying to spell Sarukian. It's not easy to spell these damn names. They should have easier names.
No wonder they don't have any top stars. All the fucking names are so complicated.
Yeah. Let's see. Why didn't I just look up the I'm fucking dumb. UFC 300 card. There's options that I just don't consider. Let's see. Pre-sale registration? No thanks. I'm gonna pirate it like I do all the other ones. Let's see. Fight card. We got what? UFC 300 fight card. Oh, okay. Oliveira versus Sarukian for the first one. Lightweight, light heavyweight, we got Jiri Prochazka from Czechia versus Alexander Rakic from Serbia. Kevin Qatar versus Aljamain Sterling. And Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage. That's all they have so far.
I thought Dana White announced Dustin Poirier fight or maybe that's for the next UFC event after.
Well, they booked them so far out, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no. Yeah. You were close. Dustin Poirier to fight Benoit Saint Denis at UFC 299.
Ah, yeah, that was close.
Yeah, that's different.
Conor McGregor's coming back soon.
Mm-hmm. I saw that. I'm excited for Sugar Sean at UFC 299 myself.
Yeah, is he back at UFC 299 or is he coming back at 300?
Sean?
No, McGregor.
Oh, McGregor's not on the UFC 300, and he's not on the UFC 299 either.
Do they keep pushing that damn fight back?
He's gonna keep doing it because he can't sober up.
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah, but UFC 299, we got Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera, Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis, Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena, Kevin Holland versus Michael Page, Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida, Caitlin Chukagian versus Macy Barber, Meitzuz Garamrot versus Rafael Dun Arjo, Peter Yan versus Song Yadong, Pedro Munhoz versus Kyler Phillips, Lauren Murphy versus Kyrene Silva, and CJ Vergara versus Asu Almabayev.
Mm-hmm.
I sure hope that, maybe if I watched these fights, more than just pirating them, maybe I'd learn the names better. I don't know. But what?
I said don't get your hopes up about it because those names are just they're all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah. But what's more, we have King Callum Walsh. He's gonna do a WBC US silver super welterweight champion fight March 15th at Madison Square Garden. Pretty hyped for that one. And then Amanda Galle won the first ever women's IBO World Bantamweight Championship. Pretty hyped for that one. Let's see. And Frederick Lawson, was cleared by a Nevada State Athletic Commission sanctioned doctor to fight on Saturday night. So they were talking about that on the Golden Boy promotions. They were saying, he was cleared. They're not speaking on the ref's announcement that he had an aneurysm, but they're saying he was cleared. So, shady shit.
Cleared.
Yeah,
shady shit.
Arthur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith for the Unified Light Heavyweight Championship. Is I don't know if that was. Is that tonight? That's not tonight, is it? Let's see.
It's Monday. Surely there's not an event going on Monday night.
I don't think so. Oh no, it's the 13th. Okay. Who do you have on that one?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Don't know. So.
Yeah. Found out something.
What'd you find out?
Canelo Alvarez and Naoya Naoya Inoue are the only current male undisputed world champions in boxing right now.
Yep. Tyson Fury is going to join that list. We'll get a Tyson Fury versus Usyk fight soon. And there will be a third.
Maybe.
Unless it's a draw. Imagine that.
Imagine. That'd be kind of funny.
Imagine fucking Francis Ngannou comes in and just fucking wins the undisputed belt after the winner of the Fury versus Usyk.
That'd be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, he's reportedly fighting Anthony Joshua in Saudi.
I have that on my list, you bastard.
Hey.
Yeah.
You have all the details, so let's hear it. It's a great segue.
Okay. Joshua is to face Ngannou in the next Saudi Arabia event. It's going to be it's been scheduled as a 10-round fight. It's going to be during Riyadh season in March. No fancy shit to announce on that one. That's just it. It's a March 10-round Saudi Arabia.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Who do you got?
Oh, I got Ngannou always. He's my man.
I'm gonna go Joshua.
He's my future husband.
What?
Huh? Going back to Beterbiev versus Smith.
Back to topic.
Yeah. It's going to be a world title defense in the Canada Clash. So Artur Beterbiev is the unified light heavyweight champion right now, and he's defending against Callum Smith. And set up Dmitry Bivol undisputed showdown next. That's his plan. All right.
Sorry, I was reading a text and this person got deep on me for no reason. I was like, wow, this is depressing.
Oh. Well, yeah. To lighten the mood, Terrence Crawford. Do you know who he is?
I know who Terrence Crawford is.
Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
He is fucking awesome. I love him, first of all. He's also a Prime Hydration, Prime Energy signed boxer, which is awesome as well. He's considering himself the best fighter of this era, despite only ever having won one big fight under the age of 35. I don't think that I don't think that the one fight thing is so true. I think he's actually had some really good fights, really big ones, but yeah, I don't know.
Crawford is just a vibe. I believe he's walked out from the ring with Logan Paul and KSI before. He's also walked out with fucking Eminem. He's just a vibe.
He is. You know what else is a vibe? So, Errol Spence. Do you know who Errol Spence is?
The father of Errol Spence Jr.?
I don't know.
You looked up Errol Spence Jr. earlier. It's his dad.
Oh, okay. So, Errol Spence has 20/20 vision for who he wants to fight next. He wants to fight Terrence Crawford. I think this is actually Junior that I'm talking about. I don't think that unless
it would make way more sense if it's Junior.
Okay, they're not saying Junior. They're saying Errol Spence. So Maybe it is his dad.
Errol Spence is like 60 years old.
Then I'm hoping it's Junior. He's getting back in the ring and he's fighting Terrence Bud Crawford. But anyway, he wants a rematch later this year with Crawford. And he decided to repair his eyesight. So he's a former unified welterweight champ, 28-1, 22 KOs, and he had undergone cataract surgery. It's been past due. Shit was covering his eye. Why do you think I got hit with so many jabs and hooks? Still a great performance by Bro. Reference in Crawford. He also posted footage of a bandaged eye while being transported in a wheelchair. He's removing the lens of the eye and replacing it with an artificial lens, a cataract. It became cloudy, and it was affecting his vision. He was starting to really fall off because of it. But yeah, Terrence Crawford says that he is the best fighter of this era. What do you think of that?
You know, confidence is key, buddy. Confidence is key. If he goes around
ignoring Canelo, ignoring everyone else,
Canelo fuck him up completely.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You don't think that he'd win?
Oh, fights at like what, 170 now?
Who? What? Terrence?
No, Canelo.
Oh,
Terrence.
I don't know what he fights at. Why are you asking?
Yeah, Canelo's fights at, I think his last fight was at like 168, I believe.
74 kg.
Hey Siri. My Siri don't work like that.
Nope.
Nope.
Against Dimitri, it was 174.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That was... Hey, Terrence Crawford fights at what, 140?
Who's that one dude? Who's that one dude that was like, he was doing a bunch of pranks? The black guy that was doing a bunch of pranks recently.
Who?
Hold on, I'm looking up YouTube black prank guy. That didn't get me what I wanted. Visiting the most racist.
Oh yeah, that
city.
Guy. I fucking love those videos.
Let's see. Not him. Let's see.
You're talking about the dude who visited fucking Harrison, Arkansas, and was asking a bunch of people questions about
Gideon.
Black. Was it Gideon?
I was thinking of Gideon. There's the British guy too.
Yeah, Gideon.
Yeah,
Gideon's cool.
Terrence looks like Gideon.
Skinny, fit Gideon, but yeah, I could do.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering why he looked so familiar, but then I realized I was thinking of a different black guy, and then I started wondering if I was racist. But no, they look similar.
They look similar.
But yeah, I think he's on his way to high status. Terrence is. I don't like that his alias is Bud. I wish he would have gone with something else, but Bud is funny. I like it. Since he's from Nebraska, it fits.
Bud, yeah.
Hey Bud, go beat him up. But yeah. So we've got check this out. So I was looking stuff up earlier today, and I've got two. I got two of the last era of boxing. Two of the undisputed or not undefeated, but undisputed champs, and then 2 of the current. Okay, so we got Mayweather, 23 fights, Pacquiao, Alvarez, Maidana, Cotto, Ortiz, Mosley, Marquez, Hatton, De La Hoya, Baldomir, Judah, Gotti, Castillo, Hernandez, Berto, Guerrero, Mitchell, Corley, Chavez, Hernandez, Vargas, Pep, and Corrales. Okay. Then we got Pacquiao, 21 fights. Matthias, Vargas, Bradley, Algieri, Rios, Marquez, Mosley, Margarito, Clottey, Cotto, Hatton, De La Hoya, Diaz, Barrera, Morales, Larios, Julio, Ledwaba, Sasakul, Broner, Thurman. Okay, those are the 2 from the last era. Current era, we got Alvarez, 19. And you follow Alvarez, so I'm not even going to go through that one. But then you got Noya Inoue. I'm going to figure out how to pronounce these names at some point. I swear. He's at 13 so far, but he's undisputed still. Fulton, Donaire, Maloney, Rodriguez, Payano, McDonald, Kono, Narvaez, Hernandez, Butler, Dasmarinas, Taguchi, and Tapales. Pretty good lineup there. I think Canelo is going to get to Mayweather's record. I think he's going to hit 23, maybe 24, and then I think he's going to quit.
You think so?
I think so. I think that he's going to get to that point. His name's going to be permanently embalmed in boxing history, and then he's going to be like, yeah, I think I'm done. I'm going to start doing these fights that Mayweather's been doing. What are they called? What are these throwaway fights that he's doing? What are they called?
It's just called. Usually the opponents are just called journeymen.
No. Exhibition matches.
Oh yeah.
Like Logan and Deji did.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get to that point. Maybe not doing as many exhibitions because Mayweather is very money forward and Canelo is lesser so. But I think he's going to get there.
Off a bunch of people and get a million different lawsuits.
Yeah. But got that done. Devin Haney is currently the only male fighter in all of boxing that has defeated only world champions in his previous bouts.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Devin Haney's the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
I understand why Garcia ran away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Naoya in Inoue. Naoya in Inoue. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. He was marked by ESPN as the fighter of the year for 2023.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I found. Okay, so WBA, the World Boxing Association, confirms Tank as their sole lightweight world champion. Okay. After Haney vacated the belt when he moved up to light welterweight. So that's a thing. And then Mayweather is saying Alvarez Davis, which he's not Davis anymore. He changed to his Muslim name. Abdul Wahid. So Alvarez, Wahid, and Garcia are Mayweather's names for the biggest stars of this year, of this era. What do you think of that one? Do you think Garcia fits that, or do you think that he should have given it to Haney?
I think I haven't heard much of what Devin Haney has done this year, honestly. So I think you said it was for the year, right?
He said 3 biggest stars named today.
I
Alvarez, Tank, and Garcia.
I can see an argument for Garcia. Yeah, Garcia is a pretty big star. He's bigger than Devin Haney for sure. So
Okay.
he's more of a celebrity. He's not really a draw in the box,
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows who Ryan Garcia is, but no one really cares to watch him fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it just depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as the biggest draws, I'm pretty sure Vidal Riley has done bigger fucking numbers than Garcia has this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of Garcia, he tweeted, "I've notified my team I'm going a different route. My intent now is to fight Rolando Romero. I pray my team backs me on this decision. Oscar, make this fight happen." So okay. All this pod I've been saying that he was a Mayweather kid, Rolly was. He's Oscar De La Hoya kid. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but yeah, he's part of Oscar's promotion. So my bad.
Yeah, and Garcia used to be in Canelo's camp, but Canelo kicked him out.
Yeah. But he said that Oscar, make this fight happen. That's the move. Bigger fight, bigger business. Garcia Romero hashtag. I think that I don't know. Devin Haney would have been the bigger fight, wouldn't he? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Rolly Romero,
Devin,
yeah,
the bigger.
So is he just? Did he make a blunder? Do you think?
I think Ryan Garcia's ducking Haney.
Probably.
Yeah.
Lopez is returning for a title defense against Ortiz in Las Vegas. Teofimo Lopez, if you don't know who that is, will return to defend his light welterweight world title against Jaime Ortiz on Thursday, February 8th in Las Vegas. I'm excited to see that one.
Fuck Walsh's next fight.
What?
When is Nico Walsh gonna fight again?
Let's see.
Do you know Nico Walsh?
Yeah, Nico Ali Walsh.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, his grandson.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next fight. Let's see. Okay. According to this, that's 2022. I don't want dead information. It's his next fight is against Alejandro Ibarra, April 30th, 2024.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Far.
His last fight was against Noel Lafergue on December 16th.
Wow, okay. So it makes sense why his next fight's so far out.
Yeah, which he won via unanimous, of course.
Yeah. I want to see him fight Jake Paul. That would be
oh my goodness. Imagine. Bro, if he said anything about Muhammad Ali, he would just get rocked.
Bro, just imagine how good of a fight that is.
Yeah. That would be a pretty good fight. Not gonna lie. That's a good plan.
Also, quite at Nico Walsh's level yet? Because have you watched Nico Walsh fight at all?
I've never seen him fight, but I've read things.
Yeah, I think him and Jake Paul would make a really good fight.
Let's see. What are his stats at right now? Box rec. He's rated a 1.5 star fighter. That's wild.
Nico Walsh is?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Isn't his record like 23-0?
No.
No.
No. It's
What?
8-1.
So him and fucking Jake Paul would be a really good fight then.
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. That'd be fucking dope.
Isn't his record 23-0?
Well, I'm probably thinking of someone else.
He's 23 years old.
That's probably where I got that from. My brain got numbers, remember?
Bro, isn't that crazy? We're the same age as Muhammad Ali's grandson.
It's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Ngannou fight, by the way, I forgot to mention, Wilder is possibly going to be on that card.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. He's wanting to fight Zhili Zhang on the undercard of the AJ Ngannou fight.
I don't know. There he is.
Okay. So he... Oh, that is not the picture I thought I'd see. Zhili... I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. Zhili Zhang. He's a 4-star fighter on BoxRec. 26-1. He's also called the Big Bang. He's a southpaw from China. And he's 40 years old. But he's got an 80% knockout rate, though.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder's going to take the dude's head off.
His last 2 fights were against Joe Joyce. If you know who that is.
Oh.
Do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think. Yeah, he's not fought anybody that has like a wild, record. I mean, he fought Galen Brown, who is 44 fights, 35 losses, one draw.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Talk about a throwaway fight.
Yeah. Fuck.
Is there anyone with a good record?
No.
No. Joe Joyce is 15-0, but then they fought again a couple months later, and he won. So Joe Joyce became 15-1. I don't know why he wants to fight him. I mean, I guess it's just a clean win for him. But and then lastly, as far as boxing news is concerned, I found an Instagram to follow to find news, and I was quite happy with finding them. They're called Boxing Habit on Instagram, but apparently they're also a Tank hate page, and they posted a picture that said 29 years old and still hasn't beaten anyone, and then a picture of Tank. Like, they just discredited his whole career and said no, he hasn't fought anyone.
Yeah, that's something. Lightweight fight you could have made.
Like, he's just... I don't know what to say on that one. I mean, it...
They don't like...
Do what?
I said they don't like Tank, apparently.
No, they don't. Yeah. uh, I don't know. I'm laughing, but I'm kind of like concerned. uh, how do you
We
hate someone so much?
Not a clue. Not a clue, bro.
uh,
Next topic.
oh, next topic. All right. Next topic.
Next topic.
So I was looking through wrestling history, right? Trying to figure out, what can I learn more about? Because as you can tell from my news, I kind of just focused in on UFC, MMA, boxing, and
Yeah.
I haven't learned much about wrestling. They post, they don't post. They release Raw every Monday, uh,
Yes.
and then it's Sunday night SmackDown,
Nope. Friday.
Friday night SmackDown, Friday night
Yeah.
SmackDown. Okay, and then they have their other stuff. They have the WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, uh, what have you, and then
Yeah.
the booked events like things that are you know they happen on this day, and then it just doesn't happen again.
They have Raw. They have SmackDown.
And then they have
Every,
NXT. I forgot about NXT.
they have NXT every Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, but whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was looking and I was finding more and more stuff. I was finding out about Lucha. I wanted to read more about Lucha.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a notification saying that Pat Mahomes owns yet another Whataburger in Kansas City. Cool. Nice. Anyway, and I come across this Juggalo Championship Wrestling, JCW, founded in 1999, December 19th, 1999. It has what?
Fitting for the time.
Fitting, yeah. Professional wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, lucha libre, shoot, and puroresu, which is a Japanese style. It's an independent professional wrestling promotion founded by Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope of the ICP. They run shows throughout the country. They're not a dead promotion. They exist still.
That's
what?
That's insane.
Yeah. They run shows throughout the country. They have a video game called Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. And Backyard Wrestling 2. There Goes the Neighborhood. Where they are in it. There's wrestlers from the promotion. It's mostly based on hardcore wrestling. Bruce and Utzler from refer to Extreme Championship Wrestling as the major influence of the company's style and camera angles, and which they compare to that of the movie Natural Born Killers, fading in and out, turning all over, so on and so forth. Early years of the company, most of the talent was the rappers, well-known names, performing under parody alternate names. So Juggalo Championship Wrestling was a whole thing that they did from 1999 to 2006. They even had the Iron Sheik, King Kong Bundy, and Abdullah the Butcher.
All right, then. They had some.
They had they defeated the team of 2 Doink the Clowns. They became to become the first JCW Tag Team Champion. And Evil Dead won a hardcore battle royale to be crowned the first JCW Heavyweight champion. The event was filmed and released as JCW Volume 1 in May 9th of 2000, lasting 38 weeks on Billboard Sports and Recreation top sellers list. The video charted as high as number 2. Prazak, however, left the company, leaving Gory to solely book the company. It goes on. The promotion held a lot of matches at the Gathering of the Juggalos. And the tour started to focus on older wrestlers and feature more younger talent, such as Chris Hero, who is signed to AEW now, where he works as a producer, and Madman Pondo, which I don't think that he does much anymore. I could be wrong. August 21st, 2000, the company received mainstream exposure when wrestler Vampiro, who was also the JCW heavyweight champion, brought the title out with him to WCW's nationally televised Monday Nitro, where he proceeded to proclaim that the JCW heavyweight championship was the only world title that meant anything to him, before giving Tank Abbott a match for the title. The match was called by Bruce and Utzler, called under their 3D and Guido personas, and they interfered to cost Abbott the championship. And it keeps going. They had a name change and development following the release of the first 3 JCWs. The company sporadically began to refer to itself as Juggalo Championship Wrestling. In 2007, it updated its website, changing all references of itself to Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Logo, however, continued to display the words Juggalo Champion Shit Wrestling until late 2008. They began a 3-month promotional rivalry with Pro Wrestling Unplugged. The relationship between the companies continued after the events, as PWU owner Todd Gordon allowed multiple wrestlers to compete for JCW in their upcoming tour. The company began to film the internet wrestling program Slam TV on Insane Clown Posse's 22-city tour entitled The Tempest Release Party. Episodes led up to their first annual Bloody Mania wrestling event, which was held at the Gathering of the Juggalos, of course. The program featured an array of independent wrestlers, including Human Tornado, Zach Gowen, the Thomas Sally Brothers, and Trent Acid, as well as several well-known wrestlers such as the Great Muta, Justin Credible.
How'd they Great Muta?
What?
How the fuck did they book the Great Muta?
It's ICP. They do whatever the fuck they want.
They have so many connections all over the place. God damn.
They got Justin Credible, Too Cold Scorpio, and Scott Hall.
I'm not surprised about the Scott Hall one.
Of course not. Razor Ramon at the ICP party sounds about right.
Sounds pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah. Both the first season and Bloody Mania were released under DVD later that year and became the first wrestling videos ever sold through the entire Hot Topic store chain. So they were selling wrestling at Hot Topic.
They're on point. Can't deny.
I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. The postseason saw the formation of the group, the Juggalo World Order. Wonder where they got that name. Season 2 of Slam TV was filmed, shorter than the first season. The programming included notable manager Scott D'Amore. He's a pretty big promoter, and wrestler Raven. uh, as well as the JCW Tag Team Tournament. Do what?
Because I believe he was in WWE and he was a hardcore champion.
Who,
when that was still
Raven. This was in 2008.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I believe he was in WWE as a hardcore champion.
Bro, I remember. Wasn't Raven in the games? I think so.
Oh, he would have been.
Yeah.
He was like around the time Edge and Jeff Hardy and all of them were coming up.
Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah. Let's see. 2000. Let's see. 1995. Let's see. No, that's not it. 97, 99. WWF, WWE. Okay. So. Oh, here we go. 2005. He was NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Around that time, he defeated AJ Styles, Abyss, Sean Waltman, Monty Brown, in a 5-way King of the Mountain match.
NWA is a dead promotion. It used to be WWE's top rival, but now they're just dead.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'd love to be signed with NWA.
True. Everyone would love to be signed with NWA. You kidding me? You get to meet Ice Cube and all them?
Hell yeah.
Anyway, following year's event, first women's wrestling match in a decade, Bloody Mania 3 and Bloody Mania 4, with no build-up from Full Slam TV seasons. In January 2010, the company announced plans to run full-time and launch the JCW Wrestling School with Kevin Kennedy, also known as Madman Pondo, as head trainer. That August, Juggalo Championship Wrestling began a video distributing partnership with HighSpots.com. December 22nd, it began running bi-weekly events at the Modern Exchange in Southgate, Michigan. All shows are planned to be taped and released on DVD. Scott Hall was made executive consultant to the Juggalo Championship Wrestling in February 2011. Later that month, Vampiro came out of retirement and returned both as a wrestler and company consultant, raised hopes of developing talent, taking the company international, and more specifically, bringing it to Latin America. The company held its first internet pay-per-view called Hatchet Attacks on March 26, 2011. The event was filmed and shown live online by the venue The Rave. Juggalo Championship Wrestling later launched its own broadcasting website for its bi-weekly events, transmitted its first self-produced internet pay-per-view on April 6th. JCW would go on to hold more than self-introduced internet pay-per-views on the 20th, the 4th, the 18th, or April 20th, May 4th, May 18th, June 30th, July 20th, and the 28th of 2011. The Fuck the Police internet pay-per-view would prove to be their final internet pay-per-view until holding another May 2012. So on and so forth. At the 2013 Gathering of the Juggalos, it was announced that Evil Dead and Madman Pondo were inducted into the new JCW Hall of Fame, being the first two inductees. So, and they're still going.
You know, when you find something that works, you just run with it, right?
Yeah. So I strongly believe that that is probably the best thing to ever happen to wrestling.
Yeah. No. Go get signed by JWC.
You do that.
No. That's not my career goal. You would fit in way better than me there.
It's JCW, first of all.
Oh.
Yeah. So get it right.
JCW.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Jeez.
So go join them.
See, they've had Too Tough Tony, Bill Martell, Briar Wellington, Bubba McKenzie, Bull Payne, Butler Jeeves, Chewy Martinez, the Jailbird Man, Josh Movado, Congo Kong, Madman Pondo, Mosh Pit Mike, Necro Butcher, let's see, Officer Colt Cabana, Polly Tomaselli, Raven, Rob Conway, who he also was in WWE, if you don't know, Sabu, Sexy Slim Goody, the Spider Monkey, Super Strong Tiger, Vampiro, Vito Tomaselli, the Weed Man, and Zach Gowen. They've also had, oh man, it gets better. Amber O'Neil. They've had Charlie Brown, Kevin Gill, Slick Rick Bugles, Scott Demore, Shaggy Two Dope, Truth Martini, Upchuck the Clown, Violent J, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's just a list of professional wrestlers. I don't want that. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is a list of former. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Okay, they've had Lloyd Anawahi, Samula Anawahi, Joe Applebomber, Yoshihiro Asai, also known as Ultimo Dragon, Robert Backlund was part of it.
Ultimate Dragon on there.
They what?
All right, go backward.
Okay, yeah, they had Ultimo Dragon.
If that's who I'm thinking of, that's fucking insane.
Yoshihiro Asai, Japanese professional wrestler. He was a lucha libre that was a dragon.
Yeah, he has a really famous match with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. That's who you're thinking of, yeah. They also had Bob Backlund.
It's crazy the names they've got on this.
They had let's see. They had Carlito. They had Butterbean.
Bean does everything. So.
Yeah. They had Sid Vicious. They also had Diamond Dallas Page. They had Rikishi.
What the fuck?
They had Mick Foley, of course. That just fits,
Yeah. You know, Rikishi fits. He was on a lot of drugs.
Yeah. But they had Mick Foley. They had Big Daddy V. Eric Young. Terry Funk. They had Rhino.
Rhino's pretty fitting.
Yeah. Scott Hall. Matt Hardy. They had Kamala.
They didn't have Jeff Hardy. They had Matt Hardy.
Only Matt Hardy. Chris Harris. Wildcat Chris Harris. Chris Sabin. Gangrel. A.k.a. David Heath. Road Warrior Hawk. Heidenreich. John Morrison.
John Morrison.
What?
Really? Once he left fucking WWE.
Do what?
John Morrison. He was so lost when he left WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D-Ray 3000. Rude Boy. Vampiro. Damaha. Brute Isai. They had Jesse James. Road Dogg Jesse James.
I know who you say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jeff Jarrett, Conrad Kennedy, Ron Killings. They had R-Truth. They had R-Truth.
how's that the most shocking one on the list when it shouldn't be? Like, R-Truth doesn't wrestle.
He was there.
Probably making jokes and shit. We love R-Truth.
Maybe he was rapping. Who knows?
Maybe.
Gator McGraw. They had Leatherface. Axel Rotten. Gavin Starr. They had Doink the Clown. The first Doink the Clown. Hollywood Chuck Hogan. They had Bobby Lashley. They had Road Warrior Animal. They had Jerry the King Lawler. They had Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Okay, with Jeff Jarrett and Jerry the King Lawler, were they actually performing or were they just like announcers?
This was in 2004, so he would have been a bit old, probably announcer.
Yeah.
And then who else were you wanting? Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
This was 2003, 2005. Would he have been wrestling still?
I don't know. He's pretty old.
Yeah. Let's see who else. They had Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Lane Bloody, Monoxide Child, Jason Voorhees, DBA, Chris Mordetsky, also known as Chris Adonis. If you don't know who Ricky Morton, Josh Movado, Great Muta. That was awesome. George the Animal Steele. They had Kevin Nash. Okay, so
Yeah, not surprised about that one either.
Yeah, Nasawa. They had another Doink the Clown. There was multiple. CJ Doyle, CJ Otis, Fat Fuck Barrel Boy. That's actually his wrestling name. King Kong Bundy, Abyss, Johnny Devine, Ken Patera, Psycho Patrick, Josh Prohibition, Justin Credible, Kawabata, Jose Maximo, Joel Maximo, Billy Bong, Balls Mahoney, Big Flame. They had Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yep. Off the top. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shark Boy. They had Robert Roode. He got destroyed with WWE. They did not do him justice.
They tend to not do people justice.
Yeah. They had Dusty Rhodes, which that just kind of fits.
Yeah. I don't think Dusty Rhodes would have been wrestling in 2005.
No, he was not.
Trainer or announcer or something. I don't think he would.
I bet they made him cut promo. He was really good at it. So.
Yeah.
They had Ponderosa. What?
Shame that Dusty Rhodes never beat Ric Flair for the damn title.
Yeah.
That would have been so fucking magnificent.
Oh yeah.
If he did.
Yeah. But now Cody Rhodes is there and he's gonna finish the story.
No, he's not. In the mid card already.
They'll finish the story sometime.
You know what's crazy? Is Cody Rhodes was main eventing Raw tonight with a mid card talent.
Yeah. Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, man.
Yeah.
They're kind of throwing him down, because they got Dwayne back.
Yep.
Oof.
I don't want Cody to be the one to take the belt off Roman. I want fucking Dominic Mysterio to be the one to take the belt off Roman Reigns.
We all do. Kind of.
That would be so amazing.
It would. But they got anyway, they got Ponderosa, Sweden House, Too Cold Scorpio, Jimmy Jacobs, Al Snow, Ken Shamrock, Norman Smiley, Jake the Snake Roberts. They had him on. Isham, Tito Santana, Jamie Madrox, Chris Hero, Kevin Steen, Scott Steiner, Kevin Sullivan, The Warlord, Sal Tomaselli. They had Roddy Piper. They had Vanilla Ice. Yep. Robert Van Winkle himself. Vanilla Ice. Yep. The Barbarian. The Iron Sheik was in there. Holy Trent Acid. Cash Flow. They had X-Pac there. They had Vader. They had Human Tornado. Ian Rotten. Petey Williams. Greg the Hammer Valentine. The Boogeyman. Yep. Yeah.
I'm surprised about Boogeyman.
Do what?
Not at all. I say I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by Boogeyman.
Bro, I wish that they had given Boogeyman more action. Man, I loved him.
I hated Boogeyman.
Why?
He was not good.
Because they didn't do good to him. They should have done him better. Man. But they had Stephanie Bellers, Melissa Bellin, and Stephanie Finocchio. They had Jimmy Borash, which was the manager of TNA. Let's see.
So, I'm sitting here looking at my TV, scrolling through, and a Philip DeFranco video popped up. And I was like, damn, Mark Wahlberg gets so skinny.
Oh, that, accurate. Accurate. They look pretty similar.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Philip DeFranco looks like Mark Wahlberg on, heroin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The more continue.
Oh, that's it. That was all the wrestlers.
No, damn.
Yeah, but they had a lot of famous names. They had Kevin Nash. They had X-Pac. They had Razor Ramon, but they didn't have Hulk Hogan.
Nope. The Great Buddha. We love the Great Buddha. Rest in peace, Great Buddha. But we love him.
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
The Great Buddha?
The Great Buddha? Yeah.
Oh.
I think he died last year.
He is not dead. He's not dead.
How old is he?
In fact, he was at the Hall of Fame 2023.
Yeah, I think, he looked really old in that one, though.
He was wearing a mask.
Yeah, well, he still looked old.
Let's see. He's 60. He's only 61.
Well, in wrestler years, that's like 95.
No. Ric Flair is 95.
Ric Flair is not 95.
He looks 95.
Ric Flair, apparently, his heart had stopped multiple times in his last match.
I believe it. He's also 74, so.
And he has a pacemaker.
He should not be in AEW.
No, he signed to AEW for his energy drink, and that's it. He's not actually wrestling anymore.
Actually, Ric Flair got medically cleared to wrestle again for AEW.
That's insane. Who's he gonna wrestle?
It undecided.
It better be. It better.
I do not want him to wrestle again.
No, but if he's gonna wrestle, at least wrestle another 80-year-old man. Except for Sting is actually in good shape still, somehow.
Oh, he is in great shape. I wish that he could come back to WWE under his vigilante.
Bro, Sting is amazing.
Bro, okay, I watched a video. I think it was today. It could have been yesterday. Of I forget who it was, but they were. I think it was. It might have been Seth Rollins. It could have been someone else though. They were cornered with chairs, and then
it would have been Seth Rollins.
Yeah, they were cornered. Yeah, I think it was. Cornered with chairs, and then it went black. Crows. Come back. Sting is there with him, and he's got his vigilante garb on, and they're beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Fuck yeah. Have you seen the video of when Sting originally returned?
I don't think I have.
The fucking crowd went insane. It honestly gives me goosebumps.
That is awesome.
Fucking, I remember I had a action figure of Sting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was the shit.
I don't think it was Seth Rollins because it looks like they might have had a feud.
Seth Rollins had a feud, and Seth Rollins accidentally broke Sting's back.
Oh, that sucks.
At WrestleMania.
Well, that sucks.
That sucks a lot.
Yeah. The picture for Seth Rollins, when you look him up, does not do him justice. It is all neck, no head.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much Seth Rollins.
No, he is a gorgeous man.
Does he have his beard in that one?
Yes.
Oh, odd. I remember beardless Seth Rollins was not okay.
I wish I could remember who it was in that. I don't think it was Seth Rollins that he was fighting alongside. It could have been CM Punk.
I doubt it was CM Punk. I honestly think it was probably young Seth Rollins. Back when he had ramen noodle hair.
No. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. And I'll show it to you when I find it.
Okay.
But we are at the almost 2-hour mark. So.
Did you want to call it?
That's up to you. Usually you're wanting me to end it at 1 hour, so I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, we'll call it here.
You sure?
Yeah.
All
right.
Like,
yeah, okay. Like, subscribe, do what you do. Buy a Sting action figure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.